What's up, everyone? Jacob here, back with another video today. And today we're going to be opening up the Structure Deck Freezing Chains. So I picked this up a little bit ago. I want to say maybe a week after it came out. I'm just now getting able to record a opening for it because, you know, I work a full-time job, 60 hours a week, 6 days a week. So I don't get a lot of time to record videos. So when I do get product, I like to hold it until I am able to record a video. I actually didn't buy this. I entered a local tournament at my local game shop, and I came third place with my Grid Module build. I will be doing a tournament report about that. It worked really good. I was going against Drytron, Eldritch, and Dino, like some top contenders, and you know, I came out X1 and got third place. And I decided to trade in my packs for this so I can do an opening for you guys. Let's get into it, I guess. I don't think there's anything else to say. A lot of people don't like the structure deck. I think it looks really cool, especially like the artworks on everything. Like, look at that, that's crazy. And I love how it like comes with all the older ones and a whole bunch of newer ones. So let's just read this and see what it says. As winter grows colder, the icy prison cannot withhold the growing storm within, and the return of Trishula is nigh. The synchro monsters of the ice barrier break free in the structure deck, freezing chains. The ice barrier strategy puts the freeze on the opposing strategies while preparing to finish them off with their incredible synchro monsters. Oh, alright, there goes a list. We're going to be getting into that, so, yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and get into it. See how we open this thing. Let's just rip it. I'm not worried about keeping the box. Okay, what else is in here? So, yep, that is everything out of the box. Set that off to the side. The plastic holder thing. Here's the deck. Let's see what this is. Okay, so we got us a little play mat or paper mat. It has a Brio, the new Trishula, and then Gungnir. I wish like they would make some of these mats into like cloth mats because I really like the Salamangreat one. And they have really good artwork, and I just wish they could put them into actual rubber mats. The back has some like little strategies, going over some cards, you know, how to synchro summon, and some like supporting cards that you can get from the newer sets. Trying to sell some cards. So yeah, get out the way and get into what you're actually here for, which is the opening of the new structure deck. Trying to find this little tab that they usually have. There we go. Okay, we're getting into it now. So I actually don't know really what these do. I haven't really looked into it. I only picked it up to do an opening. I mean, I'm probably going to pick up two and do like a little budget deck profile for you guys. But I really like this deck because of the artwork. I don't know if y'all have figured this out yet, but I am an artwork guy. I love looking at different types of artworks and like seeing what they are, you know? So let's just get right into reading them off because I don't know what any of the newer ones do. Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Let's read her out. I know she's really good. So while you control another Ice Barrier monster, your opponent cannot tribute summon. So it's a literally what is it? Vanity's Fiend? Vanity's I don't oh wait, no, that's tribute summon. I don't know. But that's still pretty cool. You can only use each of the following effects of Revealer of the Ice Barrier once per turn. You can discard one card, special summon one Ice Barrier tuner monster from your deck. Also, you cannot special monsters for the rest of the turn except water monsters. Well, your whole deck is monsters, so that really doesn't matter. If you would discard or send a card from your hand to the graveyard to activate an Ice Barrier monster's effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead of one of those cards. So that's a really good card for the archetype. I'm pretty sure you play it at 3 in most of the decks. The next new card, we have Speaker of the Ice Barrier. This one's pretty cool too. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, defense position monsters your opponent controls cannot change their battle positions. You can only use each of the following effects as Speaker of the Ice Barrier once per turn. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon one Ice Barrier token, level 1, attack 0/0. That's actually pretty cool, being able to just special summon for your hand for just free synchro fodder. Zujin of the Ice Barrier. I really like this guy, how he looks. You contribute this card, special summon one level 5 or higher Ice Barrier monster from your hand. That's awesome. It gets out the other card, the General Wayne, which I really like too. We'll talk about him later, but if this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can target one level 3 or higher water monster you control. Reduce its level exactly by 2. And if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of using the Ice Barrier once per turn. So that's a pretty good card. Now this card is probably my favorite in the deck because look at that artwork. Like, oh my gosh. That is so beautiful. Like I said earlier, I'm an artwork guy. So, Winds Over the Ice Barrier. This card is crazy. It says tribute any number of Ice Barrier monsters, especially from your deck, that many 4 or lower, level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monsters with different names from each other. During your main phase, except this turn was the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one of your Ice Barrier monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. So that's good to getting your Speaker and Revealer back, or any cards you banish off of Zujin. You know, it's really good. They work around banishing it, and then you can just get it right back. And you can only use each effect of those once per turn, but that is such a good card. Ooh. The next card is Trishula, 0 Dragon of the Ice Barrier. That's a bad motherfucker right there. Holy shit. It's a Dragon Synchro effect monster with 1 tuner plus 2 plus non-tuner monster. I think it's level 11. Yeah. When this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. If the synchro summon card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon. You can special summon one Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier from your extra deck or graveyard. Its attack becomes 3,300. Then have the attack of any face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. Also negate their effects. So that's fucking crazy. Like, you just get a free Trishula with a boosted attack. All of your opponent's monsters' effects are negated, and their attack becomes halved. Like, what more could you ask for? That's crazy. And you can only use it once per turn, but it's another really good card for the archetype. So we're going to get into some of the older cards. I'm not really going to be reading these out, except for Dulorn. I do not know what Dulorn does. I think it's at 1 on the ban list, but I'm not sure. It's 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner water monster. You can target any number of other face-up cards you control, return those targets to your hand, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each card returned to the hand by this effect until the end of the turn. Okay, so if you're pushing for a lot of damage, you could return your spells and traps, set them back. You know, that's pretty cool. Then you got Brio with a nice super rare reprint. Gungnir with another super rare reprint. And then Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier with the super rare reprint. That's actually really cool. I like how that looks as a super rare. I'm actually going to be keeping this one for like my binder because I don't have one. Then we got General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. This guy's pretty cool. This is probably one of my favorites in the deck. Oh, I'm sorry for sniffling, guys. I don't know why. My nose is messed up today, but it is. It says, spells and traps sent from the field to the opponent's graveyard are banished instead. It's pretty good. You can only use effects of the following effects of General Wayne of the Ice Barrier once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster and you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card is normal or special summon. You can add 1 Ice Barrier spell trap from your deck to your hand. That is why this is my favorite card. Because it's a Cyber Dragon, basically, and then it lets you add a card from your deck to your hand. An Ice Barrier spell or trap, so you get whatever you want. And then we have Hexa, Spirit of the Ice Barrier. This little toad, chameleon, reptile, I don't even know what it is, but it looks pretty cool. This guy is actually pretty cool. It has a nice effect and everything. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. During your main phase, you can send 1 level 3 or lower Ice Barrier monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card level becomes the same as that monster's until the end of the turn. So if you send like a Zujin or a Speaker, the next turn you can use their effect to banish to activate their effect. So that's a really good too. Then we have Blizzard, Defender of the Ice Barrier. That's if it's Torpid Battles into the graveyard, draw one card. So we're getting into the some of the older ones. Cryomancer, Prior of the Ice Barrier is pretty cool. Defender, I think you just reprint all of them, right? Spellbreaker, Strategist, really good. Draw Power, Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier, Daisojo of the Ice Barrier, General Raiho of the Ice Barrier, Medium of the Ice Barrier, General Gantala of the Ice Barrier. He looks pretty sick. You have General Grunard of the Ice Barrier. Gen X Controller, that's a really good reprint. So, with the Gen X Undyne 2, running Water decks is pretty good. So you, basically just gives you fodder for links or sinkers or anything. It says when this card is summoned, you can send one water monster from your deck to the graveyard, add one Gen X controller from your deck to your hand. And then like there has plays where you can like special summon it, shit like that. So then we have Aqua Spirit. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one monster from your graveyard. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target's battle position. And if you do, you cannot change the battle position for the rest of the turn. It's actually pretty cool. You just banish a water monster from your graveyard and you got a level 4 for Synchro or Xyz or Link plays. That's pretty good actually. Then you have one of my favorite parts of the reprints is the Dupe Frog and the Ronin Totem. Kind of wish they would have reprinted the Swap Frog, but you know, those are definitely really good reprints. Then we have Fishboard Launcher. We have Moulin Glacier. Moulin Glacier is a really good reprint for this deck. It's I don't think a lot of people play it in the budget like the structure deck. If you're only using 3 structure decks, which I plan on doing by the way, soon, very soon. But I think it's really cool and be able to rip 2 from your opponent's hand, like why not? Because they're not going to be expecting it. Silent Angler, that's just a free special summon. You have Freezing Chains of the Ice Barrier. Let's read this guy. It says, when this card is activated, you can target one level 4 lower Ice Barrier monster in the graveyard. Special summon it. Oh shit, so it's a monster reborn. While you control 3 or more Ice Barrier monsters, Ice Barrier monsters you control are unaffected by the activated effects of your opponent's monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Oh, so it's the monster reborn and it protects them. That's pretty good. Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. Reveal 3 Ice Barrier monsters with different names in your hand, then target one card your opponent controls. Destroy that target if you special summon one Ice Barrier monster from your hand. I mean, that's okay. I don't see why you have to reveal 3, just special summon one, pop one. Well, I mean, I kind of get it now, but Medallion, it's a rota for the Ice Barrier. You have to play 3 of them. You do. Mirror of the Ice Barrier. Salvage. This is actually pretty cool because most of your lower ones have less than 1500 attack, like the ones that let you special summon and synchro. That's a pretty cool reprint for this deck. Surface. Target one level 3 lower fish, seas or aqua type monster yard, special summon in defense. Oh crap! So it's just, I don't know. It's more for the the supporter cards that they reprinted. Or Arthal is pretty good. Lets you just add the level 1s. Now we're getting into some of the better reprints. A Pointer of the Red Lotus. That's really good for going first. Venus Chain. That's a really good card. Then we have Eisbond. If not water monsters or special summon while you control a water monster, change that summoned monster to defense position. It's really good to stop them from OTKing. Mind Drain is a really good trap card. I actually really like it because you can't activate monsters effect special from the hand. You can't activate hand traps. This is a pretty good card. Not a lot of people look at it, but I think it's really good. Heavy Storm Duster for back row. Crackdown just to steal your opponent's synchro monster. Any kind of monster, maybe synchro summon with it after them. Terror of Trishula. Actually, this is the card that I really like the artwork with Dulorn and the Trishula Zero. Let's read what it does. Apply these effects in sequence, depending on the number of Ice Barrier synchro monsters you control with different names. It says 1+, banish one card your opponent controls. 2+ banish 1 card from your opponent's graveyard. 3+ banish 1 card from your opponent's hand. So it basically just gives them Trishful's effects. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think it's a little bit slow, but like I said, I really like the artwork, and you can't really get better than that. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an Ice Barrier Synchro monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate that effect. That's pretty cool. It gives it protection. So that's the last card. You got some Duel Links, some advertisements. You gotta get rid of. I always like the artwork that they put on the back of these, though, because that looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the, I guess, structure deck opening / review. I think it's a really cool deck. It's definitely, I don't think it's gonna be any kind of meta relevant, but just for fun, just playing with your friends, definitely pick up 3 of them, build your deck, and you'll have a really nice casual competitive deck. So like, definitely, especially for some of these reprints and some of like the rarity bumps or whatever you want, definitely pick them up. Now next couple videos I got planned are going to be the tournament port for my 3rd place Grenmaju deck. That's going to be really cool. Then I'm also thinking about picking up a booster box, Blazing Vortex, or like Genesis Impact, one of the newer sets, and actually opening it up with my wife, because although she doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh!, she actually really likes to open the packs and like pull the cards. So I'm going to be doing that with her, and I think it'd be pretty cool to bring her on the channel, introduce you to her, and give her a spot in this video, because she's allowing me to do this, allowing me to take some money out of our budget and buy these cards, or buy cards I need for profiles and stuff like that. So I really appreciate all the support that I'm getting from her and you guys. So we got 12 subscribers so far. Let's hit 20 subscribers and we can do that. We can do the booster box opening with my wife. So 20 subscribers, be looking out for that. So hopefully we can get that pretty soon. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Share it to your friends. Get my name out there. Let's get this community growing. It's because I feel like it's going to be a really good one. So, after all that said, guys, I think we're done. So, y'all have a nice day. Make good choices, trying to be positive on the channel. So, yeah, this is Jacob signing out.